The Invention of Sin. By Bishop Raymond Taylor, Ph.D. Sin is not revelation. It is control. The word itself originates from the ancient moon deity Nanna or Sin, a Mesopotamian figure tied to lunar cycles and ritual fear. From the very beginning, sin was never moral failure. It was cosmic bookkeeping, a way to measure obedience. Later in Genesis, the idea became moralized, rewritten to fit the Hebrew myth of the fall. But Genesis is not history. It is an edited compilation of older Near Eastern religions. Every ancient text before it, the Epic of Gilgamesh, the Enuma Elish, the Egyptian Book of the Dead, follows the same formula. God demands tribute, law is revealed, and man must submit. These texts are not moral instruction. They are political theology. Osiris, Yahweh, Enlil, Marduk, etc. Each is a regional mask of power, not a living God. In Greek, the word for sin is harmatia, meaning to miss the mark. The New Testament twists this neutral term into spiritual pathology. Humanity becomes broken by definition, perpetually guilty, perpetually in need of priests, and supposed cure is sacrifice, a man nailed to a cross for the crime of existing. This is not salvation. This is ritual theater. The garden narrative in Genesis is pure allegory, a fusion of Babylonian and Persian symbolism, a talking snake, a forbidden fruit, and a God who punishes curiosity. The story condemns knowledge itself. It teaches that obedience outweighs understanding. That is the foundation of religion as control. The only historical thread that survives from antiquity with verifiable continuity is the Mandaean tradition. The Mandaeans, or Nassarians, have preserved their baptismal rites for nearly 2 millennia. Their scriptures, written in classic Mandaic, speak of the great life, of light, and of immersion in their living water. They reference both John the Baptist and the teacher of truth known as Ishu Misha, the figure later transformed into Christian Jesus. Their community still exists. Their ritual still flows in the rivers. That is evidence. Everyone else, Pharisaic Judaism, Roman Christianity, Islamic dogma, is built on textual manipulation and imperial propaganda. Herod's temple was not a grand wonder of the world. It was a small fortress structure expanded by Persian and Roman engineers. When Rome destroyed it in 70 CE, the so-called treasures fit into a single cart. Just think about it. All these treasures in this grand temple was in a single wagon cart. It's carved on the Arch of Titus. Faith, as defined by these institutions, is not virtue. It is submission. It is a belief in absence of proof. It is a suspension of thought in favor of authority. To believe without evidence is to trade reason for ritual. To call that righteousness is the ultimate deception. Archaeology, the records we have in archaeology, Persian seals, Greek inscriptions, and Roman occupation, it records trade war and governance. It does not record a chosen people. It does not record a divine covenant. It does not record a literal exodus or a crucified Savior. The word sin is an instrument, not a revelation. It turns guilt into policy and obedience into worship. Religion thrives by convincing the minds that doubt is dangerous and that authority is sacred. The truth requires no belief. It stands on evidence. It breathes in the living river, not the dead letter. The only salvation worth naming is knowledge. The only baptism worth keeping is truth itself. Veritas lux mea. The truth will always be my light. Veritas.